I am perfectly aware that this video is probably way too early for this type of a predictive analysis. However, with this being the 80th anniversary of the Railway series, as well as Mattel releasing new merch, and as such, with the possibility of All Engines Go ending soon, I've decided to do something I've never done before. I'm going to make a prediction about what Mattel attempts to accomplish with the Mark Foster Thomas movie, and how this will forever change how the brand of Thomas the Tank Engine is perceived. This is my theory on the Mark Foster Thomas movie. Let's begin. So as we all know, there is absolutely nothing about this movie we know about around the time of this recording. However, looking at what Mattel has done with Barbie, as well as looking at their new merchandise for Thomas, it really seems that there are signs that point to a potential answer about what the hell the Mark Foster movie could look like. According to various sources, this Thomas movie will be unlike anything that has been done with the franchise. Now, this statement already says a lot about what this film is going to look like. We've seen stop motion, live action for the model series, and we've seen CGI for the CGI series, and All Engines Go is currently 2D animated, as well as a mix of CGI with live action. So that narrows down a lot of our options by a lot. And these options that I will present are really crazy, but given what we know, aren't exactly out of the realm of possibility. For option 1, I'm going to go with the most likely option, which is live action with CGI, but with fully CGI engines, and places with live human characters. I believe that this is the most likely option they will use, as it is technically something we've never seen before on this scale. Yes, we've had something similar with this with season 12 of Thomas the Tank Engine. However, technology has progressed a long way since those days, and with a multi-billion-dollar corporation backing the project, it will likely look a lot better and more polished. Considering that we haven't seen or heard a lot about this movie, it's likely that the producers are taking their time to make the movie look as good as possible. So there's that option, and the one I consider to be the most likely to happen. Option 2 is what I like to dub the crackhead option, and the most unrealistic but technically still possible, as this idea technically hasn't been done yet. I'm talking about a 2D animated Railway series art style movie. Now, this is the most insane and unrealistic option. However, I didn't say that it's not impossible, and could fill a niche of animation that hasn't been done in a while. What made Thomas initially stand out from most shows at the time the first season came out was its style. Most shows at the time used 2D animation. However, Thomas used live action models. Cut to 2025 and we have animation studios using 3D animation, along with Spider-Verse style 2D animation. The days of classic 2D animation are gone, but if the decision is made to switch to 2D animation for the production, it would be a huge game changer for the industry of entertainment if the Thomas movie decides to go the 2D route. I believe that this is a golden opportunity to bring back 2D animation back into the mainstream, and doing it with a Railway series styled art is definitely a valid idea when you consider that this Thomas movie will be unlike anything we've ever seen. So there's the two options on the table for animation styles, live action with CGI or 2D Railway series styled animation. But then here comes the real question. What will this movie be like? What is its main story, its plot? And at this point in time, it's almost impossible to say for sure, but given some of the tidbits we've been told about the Mark Foster movie, I think I have a solid idea on what the plot might be, and it comes down to two words that I'll get into very soon. As crazy as it sounds, I believe that even though we're far away from any announcement or even any trailer for that matter, I believe that as far as I know, from this one nugget of information that was known about the movie, it's enough to predict a general plot. According to Robbie Brenner, this movie will be told in a modern and unexpected way. Now, this already reveals a lot about what the movie could be about, the key words here being modern and unexpected. Now, this could mean anything, but the way I choose to interpret this is relatively straightforward. I don't think they're talking about quote-unquote being modern in the filmmaking department. I'm talking about them doing it in the story department. To me, this seems like that this movie will revolve around Soto in the modern era, as this has never been done before in any official capacity. perhaps we could get a story about rediscovery in the island within the modern day. Sort of like how that One Thomas fanfic went. This would definitely be an unexpected storyline for the movie to handle, but it makes a lot of sense for this to be an unexpected storyline. I don't really have anything else besides the idea of this tale being a rediscovery of the engines of Sodor, and that's because this is such a solid idea for the movie, and I wouldn't be surprised if the filmmakers do go down this route. That is my complete, so far, Mark Foster Thomas movie. I might make another one exploring the possibility of how they will handle a TV series springing from this movie if this movie does do successful. But that's enough of my yapping for one day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.